I'm always reluctant when I talk to concerned persons. I'm always reluctant to use the word enabling because I often think that maybe they've read it and they've heard it and they see it as a very critical, and people read it as you're really saying this is my fault, and that's not what I'm saying. But I suppose for me, enabling kind of falls into two kind of categories. The one that's comes from the area of protecting somebody. So maybe if my partner was, let's say, drinking or using drugs, but I want to protect him from neighbours knowing or his work knowing or you know, so in order to protect this person from what I would perceive as some kind of consequences, I maybe lie for them, I cover up, I, you know, I don't say if somebody crashes their car, I'll go out and collect them and don't tell anyone. Or if somebody can't go to work, I'll ring up and I'll make an excuse and say, look at it, he's not well or she's not well. You know, so it's coming from the point of view of protecting, you know, and that would be the part I'm trying to do. Or other than that, I might be mistakenly think that I can control somebody. So I might say something like, well, look at, if you don't drink too much, I'll agree that I'll go out and, you know, we can go out for a few drinks on Saturday, or I don't mind if you want to bring in drink home on Saturday night or Friday night or whatever, providing you don't drink on the other night, or, you know, it's okay for you to have a half a bottle. You know, I knew one woman who used to buy heroin for her son because she thought that by her buying it, she was going to prevent him from meeting a dealer who, you know, with all that goes with that. So if you think of those two things like that, this is not from a point of view of somebody saying, I don't care, or I'm going to make you use. It's purely from, I'm either trying to protect you or I'm trying to somehow reduce the amount that you use. But in fact, the net effect of that is I'm actually helping you to use more. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely misguided. It's absolutely misguided because it doesn't actually, it doesn't stop a person using. It just makes it easier for them to use. And I mean, addiction is one of the primary, I suppose, kind of symptoms in addiction is an ability to manipulate, an ability to lie and be dishonest. So for an addict, that's, if he or she has somebody who's prepared to lie for them, cover up for them, pick up the pieces after them, supply them to some extent, you know, why would they change, you know? And that for us is that's the key. I mean, I often in my conversation with either with parents or with partners, I would find myself saying, well, what incentive is there for this person to stop, to change, you know? Like it could be a mother who's looking after a son, cooking for him, washing for him, you know, not charging any rent. Ah, well, he doesn't have enough money for rent, but he has enough money for drugs. Ah, yeah, well, you know. And it's very hard sometimes because people are hurt by that, the activity. And now when they hear somebody like me saying, you know, you're enabling, now they're doubly hurt because they're feeling, oh God, you know, I can't do anything right. You know, so I think it's a really sensitive area, and I think it's somewhere that needs to be handled with a lot of care. But I also think it's really, really important that people see how much damage they're doing in the mistaken belief that they're actually either controlling somebody's addiction or helping. Do you know what I mean?